Hi first graders, Ms. Cortade here. Today I'm going to go over fact and opinion a little more and then get you started writing your own opinion piece today. And then later I'll meet with you and we'll work on it a little more together. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing I want us to review is a fact. Now a fact is something that's true and you can prove it. Okay, so for example, cats have 4 legs. We can go just look at a cat and see that they have 4 legs. We can look online, we can look at a photo. It's something that we can prove because it is true. Another fact would be Miss Cortade is a teacher at Stone. That's true. I can call up Stone and I can say, is Miss Cortade a teacher there? And Mr. Brandon would say, yes, she is, because that's a fact. Another fact would be the sun is bright. Well, we could look outside and we could see. Maybe the sun isn't always bright because it's nighttime or the clouds are covering it, but when we can see the sun, it sure is bright. We can go check it and we can prove it. Another fact would be that cheetahs are the fastest land animal on Earth. That's something that's true, and we can look on the internet and we can prove it. Now, something that's different from a fact is an opinion. An opinion is something that you think, and not everyone will agree with you, or not everyone will think the same thing. So for example, an opinion might be that purple is the prettiest color. Now maybe I think that, but maybe you don't like purple. So that's an opinion. It's something that I think, but you might not agree with me. Another opinion would be that cheetahs are super cool. Well, maybe that's something you think, but other people might like different animals. They might think other animals are super cool. Another opinion would be that the sun is too hot. Now that's something that I think some days, but I have friends who love being out in the hot sun. So their opinion would be different than mine. Another opinion would be that Miss Cortade is the best teacher. Well, a lot of people might think that Miss Cortade is a really great teacher, but what if Miss Cortade wasn't your teacher? You might think that your teacher is the best teacher. Okay, so a fact is something that's true. You can prove it. And an opinion is something that you think. And not everyone will agree with you. Now, I know that we like to get people to think what we think. And we're going to talk about a new word right here, and that word is persuade. To persuade someone means to try to get someone to think what you think. So for example, if you think Miss Cortade is the best teacher, you would tell them your opinion, well, Miss Cortade is the best teacher, and then you would give them reasons of why you think Miss Cortade would be the best teacher. And you would do that to try to persuade them, to try to get someone to think what you think. And now that's what we want to do with our opinion writing. We're not just writing our opinions for fun. We really want to get people to think what we think. We want to persuade them, okay? So the first thing that I want you to do is to get a blank piece of paper. And I already did this. I wrote at the top my opinions. Because before we write an opinion piece of writing, we need to come up with a bunch of opinions that we think. Now, I wrote some down that are my opinions, and I wrote some down thinking about you because I know you so well and I know some of your opinions. So I wrote some that I think, and I wrote some things down that you think. Now, if you like, or if you think that some of these are your opinions, could you use the ones on my list? You sure can, okay? So let's go through my list. Number 1, I said summer is the best season. Notice that's an opinion, and I put an exclamation point because usually when you think something, like you have an opinion, you usually feel really strongly about it. So I put exclamation points after all of my opinions. Now, not everybody might like summer. That's my opinion. Cats are the best pets. That's something that I think. Christmas is the best holiday. You should eat healthy foods. Now that's something that I think, but I bet a lot of you would rather just eat candy and ice cream and cake all day, right? You might not agree with my opinion. So maybe that would be a good one for me to write about so I can persuade you to eat healthy foods. The next one on my list is you should be kind to the earth. We talked about that a lot last year during Earth Day, all the things that we can do. And we could write an opinion piece telling people why you should be kind to the earth. You should stay home and social distance until there's a cure for the coronavirus. That's my opinion, and you might say, Miss Corte, that's silly because everyone thinks that. Well, that's not actually true. There's a lot of people who think that we should be able to go wherever we want and that we don't need to social distance. You should exercise every day. That's an opinion that's really important to me. Oh, and the next one I wrote down because I was thinking of Isabel. Monkeys are the coolest animals. That's definitely one of Isabel's opinions. Is that one of your opinions as well? If so, you can write that down. I even have a whole nother page. Ooh, number 9, I wrote that down. I was thinking of Amar for this one. Cheetahs are the coolest animals. Oh, this next one I was thinking of Furkan for this one. Soccer is the funnest sport. Yeah, that's something he thinks. Oh, this next one I was thinking of Lydia. Lollyrock is the best show. Now, Lydia has told me about Lollyrock, and she told me that I should watch it, but she has never given me any reason to watch it. She hasn't really persuaded me. So maybe, Lydia, you want to persuade us all to watch Lollyrock by telling us why it's the best show. Ooh, number 12, I put this one on here. Miss Cortate is the best teacher. Oh, here we have one. We talked about this during our slavery unit, and when we were talking about coins. Presidents who used to own slaves should not be on our coins. Now, we had talked about writing a letter to our government to ask that they change who's on our coins. That might be a really good opinion writing piece for you to get started on. The next one I put, Ezra Jack Keats is the best author. Now, he's one of my favorites. Maybe you have a different opinion, but I think that would be a really fun one to write. Oh, a lot of you love Mo Willems. This would be a great one for you. Mo Willems' books are the funniest. And then I have Anansi the Spider is such a great character. And then this last one, I was actually thinking of Brooklyn. Art is the funnest subject in school. Okay, so now I have a lot of opinions. It's good to brainstorm before we write and think of all the things that we think so that we can choose the opinion that we want to write about. Because if I only thought about one opinion, my writing piece might not be the best. But if I can brainstorm a lot of different things, then I can think up a really great opinion piece. I can choose the best one, the one that has the most reasons behind it. So right now, take a look at this list. And I want you to create your own list, okay? I'm holding this camera on my list for a while in case you have some of the same opinions. You can copy some of mine, okay? So maybe you need to pause the video and you can take some of my opinions or you can write some of your own, okay? I'm gonna put the camera on this page for a while. Now, I wrote down 17 opinions. That's a lot. You do not need to write that many opinions, okay? If you can think of maybe 5 opinions that you have, that would be awesome. All right, so if you need to pause the video right now, that is cool. But I am going to get started on the next part, okay? So I was thinking that I wanted to work on this opinion. Monkeys are the coolest animals. And I bet Isabel could really help me with this. I wish she was here, but she's not. But I got started, okay? I made a web. So in the center, I put a circle and I wrote my opinion. Monkeys are the coolest animals. And then I drew lines with more circles. Lines with more circles. Lines with more circles, okay? And I have my opinion in the middle, and I want to put the reasons of why I think monkeys are the coolest animals. I'm going to put those in these bubbles. Now, I only put 4 places to put my reasons. If I need to add extra, I can add extra. But right now, I'm just going to start with 4. So usually when we write reasons to support our opinions, we want to write facts. Okay, now remember, a fact is something that's true. You can prove it, okay? So I don't want to just write, oh, monkeys are the coolest animals because they're so cute. Because monkeys are so cute is an opinion, isn't it? Like, not everybody thinks that monkeys are cool. Some people might think that monkeys are gross. So I need to add in things that people could actually go look up on the internet and find out that they're true. So, well, let's see. We know a lot about monkeys. So, you know, one thing I read once about monkeys is that they are very smart. Monkeys are very smart. Now that's something that's a fact. That's true. I can look on the internet and I can prove it. Okay, what's another fact that I know about monkeys that adds to the fact that they're the coolest animals? Oh, you know what? I think it's really cool that they can hang from trees with their tails. So monkeys can hang from trees with their tails. Okay, so I have 2 facts so far that tell me or tell you or persuade you that monkeys are the coolest animals. Let me think of a couple more. Oh, you know what I think is so cool? Baby monkeys can hang on to their mamas. That's a fact. We read about that this year, right? We can prove that. We can go online. We can look at pictures. We can read about it. And I'm just going to add one more right now. You know what I think is so cool about monkeys, and I wish that I could do this? Monkeys live in trees. That's a fact. I can go online. I can look that up. I can find monkeys living in trees and pictures. I can read about it. So I have 4 facts that tell me why monkeys are the coolest animals. And this, my friends, is the beginning of your writing process. So first, what you want to do is you want to write down your opinions. Think about what is something that you think that you want to persuade other people to think, right? You want to get them to think the same thing as you. Then you're going to make a web. You're going to write your opinion in the center, and you're going to write your facts that support your opinion, right? And these facts should hopefully make other people think the same thing that you think, okay? Now, we're going to try one more together. Now, my other opinion that I wrote down is summer is the best season. Now, I made a web with a lot of parts, but I might not fill it all in. I'll just do the best that I can. So I have my opinion in the center, and now I need to think of facts that support my opinion. So let me think. Why is summer the best season? Oh, you know what? weather is warm. And sometimes it's hot, right? That's a fact. I can prove that. In summer, the weather is warm. Let's see. You know what? Something that a lot of people do in the summer is go to the beach. So you can go to the beach. Something else that you can do during summer because the weather is warm is you can ride a bike, right? Oh, you know what? In summer, since the weather is so warm, you can wear shorts and a t-shirt. You know, I don't like getting all bundled up in winter, putting my coat, my hat, my scarf, my gloves. I like to just run outside with shorts and a t-shirt on, okay? Ooh, you know what? There's no school in summer, so you can sleep late. That's something that I like to do. Maybe you don't like to do that, okay? Wonder if you can think of something that would go in that last bubble, okay? So this, my friends, is what I want you to do today. I want you to come up with your list of all your opinions. Remember, you don't need 17 opinions like I have. You can just think of maybe 5 things that you think. Then I want you to put your opinion in the middle of a web and come up with facts that support your opinion, okay? And then I'll be coming out with another video to show you what to do next. All right, my dears, until next time, have fun writing.